Believe it or not, your brain is actually shrinking at this very moment, and it loses up to 45% of its memory storage capacity, and that's just because of one simple little mistake you make every night before you finally switch off the lights. Now, this actually has absolutely nothing to do with genetics or natural aging. You're essentially depriving your mind of its own history, because you forget to choose something before bed. And every single night that you skip this simple routine, you forget the names of your loved ones and words just disappear mid-sentence. The vast majority of doctors just hand you a pamphlet, but that is simply not enough. In this video, I'm going to introduce the absolutely top 7 foods you should chew before bed to actually rebuild your memory centers in just 10 days. These have scientific backing. This involves including a straightforward little snack that researchers at the University of Toronto have recently discovered can significantly improve memory recall speed by up to 63% in people over 60. Hi, I'm Dr. Koob. Welcome to Dr. Koob's YouTube channel. In all the years I've worked in various public hospitals, I've personally discovered that memory loss is often a fixable deficiency, not a lifelong permanent disease. Now, before we dive right into the full treatment protocol, I'd really like to hear from you. Please take a moment to drop a comment with your age, your city, and the specific issues that keep you up at night. Make sure you stick around with me until the very end of the video, because I'm going to share the exact nightly protocol so you can finally get your brain's lights switched right back on. To understand why this method works, first we need to take a look at the filing system inside your head. In my 15 years of experience, I've had plenty of desperate patients like Henry, a genius architect who designed skyscrapers but couldn't remember what he'd had for brekkie. Despite all the expensive pills, his mind was still deteriorating. Science has proven that your brain simply loses its own internal filing system. That means it loses a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. According to the Journal of Neuroscience, the level of this substance can drop by 45% between the ages of 60 and 75. When this happens, your memory drawers get locked up. The solution lies in your nightly regeneration cycle. When you're asleep, your brain carries out the process of memory consolidation. That means it decides what to keep and what to get rid of altogether. Most older people out there fail because they either eat the wrong types of food or don't eat anything at all, leaving the nighttime repair crew without the tools they need. Let's start with that very last point on the list. Number 7 is pumpkin seeds. These little seeds are one of the most underrated brain foods out there. A main problem for a lot of older people is a hidden mineral deficiency that messes with nerve signals. A handful of pumpkin seeds is packed with zinc, iron and copper, but the absolutely vital player for your nightly repair is magnesium. Magnesium is the primary driving force for what is known as a process called long-term potentiation, or LTP. That's basically the brain's main way of turning short-term experiences into permanent memories. Without enough magnesium, this process slows down and memories fade away. The solution's simple. About half an hour before bed, have a handful of raw or lightly roasted pumpkin seeds. This gives your brain the magnesium it needs right when the repair process kicks in. Just follow 3 rules. Don't add salt, don't roast them in oil, and most importantly, chew them slowly and thoroughly. Doing this helps to activate the enzymes in your saliva to properly draw out all of the minerals before you swallow. Number 6 is walnuts. There's a biological reason why walnuts look just like the human brain. 60% of your brain's made up of fat, and this level drops as you get older. Walnuts are one of the richest sources of plant-based omega-3, or ALA, which your body converts into DHA. That is, the same structural fat that the brain needs to maintain its integrity. Research from UCLA has shown that people who eat walnuts regularly have much higher memory scores. Here's the protocol. Chew 4 to 6 walnuts before going to bed. Whatever you do, make sure you don't make this one big mistake. Don't go peeling off that thin brown skin on the walnut, even though it's a bit bitter. That's where the highest concentration of nerve-protecting antioxidants is found. That bitterness is quite literally the essential medicine your neurons need to successfully survive through the night. Number 5 is dried or tart cherries. You can forget about sweet cherries. We're actually focusing on tart or sour varieties of cherries. The real crisis for older people is oxidative stress, which damages the mitochondria, the powerhouses of brain cells. When these powerhouses break down, the cells stop communicating and memories are wiped away. While everyone thinks melatonin's just for sleep, neuroscience has shown that melatonin is actually a powerful antioxidant that repairs damaged mitochondria. Tart cherries are a rich natural source of melatonin. So what's the solution? Chew 20 to 25 dried tart cherries about half an hour before bed. Not only does this protect your brain, but it also makes your sleep quality fantastic. Just give it a go once, you'll get hooked on it. Number 4 is almonds. Almonds are famous for their vitamin E. But why is vitamin A important at night? When you sleep, your brain activates the glymphatic system. That is, it's a network that washes away and removes toxic waste like beta amyloid proteins. This cleaning process itself produces oxidative stress. Without enough vitamin E, the brain can't protect itself during this cleaning cycle. I had a patient who would even forget the way to his son's house. I told him to eat 10 raw almonds every night, but here's the trick. Soak the almonds in water for 6 hours and peel off the skins. Doing this gets rid of the enzyme inhibitors that stop absorption. 3 weeks later, that man drove with complete confidence and remembered all the routes. Number 3 is dark chocolate. Yep, you heard that right, but it absolutely has to be over 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate contains a compound called epicatechin, which stimulates the production of the BDNF nerve growth factor. BDNF is like fertilizer for your brain. It helps new neurons grow and strengthens the connections in the hippocampus, which is the memory center. The plan is to eat about 30 to 40 grams of dark chocolate that's 70% or higher before bed. You should chew it as slowly as possible so it starts getting absorbed through the tissues in your mouth. But don't break this golden rule. Don't have chocolate with milk. The proteins in milk bind to the flavonoids and cancel out their nutritional effects. Number 2 is kiwi. This fruit really surprises a lot of my patients. The real power of kiwi for memory lies in its serotonin. Serotonin's a precursor to melatonin and plays a vital role in memory encoding during sleep. When your REM sleep quality is low, your brain can't properly archive memories. Here's the protocol. Chew 2 ripe kiwis, without the skin, about an hour before bed. Don't chuck them in a blender. Chewing's really important because the mechanical process of chewing signals the parasympathetic nervous system that the body's safe and it's time for memory consolidation. If you can't remember your dreams, just eat kiwi for 3 nights in a row. You'll remember all your dreams. But number 1 is raw garlic. I know the smell and spiciness of garlic before bed might be tough, but there's undeniable scientific evidence behind it. The main problem with an aging brain is that most nutrients can't get past the blood-brain barrier. The solution is a compound called allicin, which is only found in raw garlic. Allicin acts like a master key, entering the hippocampus and activating glutathione, the strongest protector of neurons. Researchers in 2022 found that elderly people who consumed raw garlic had a 63% improvement in memory recall speed. And here's the routine. Chew a small to medium clove of garlic thoroughly half an hour before bed. The garlic must be raw and it absolutely has to be chewed. Cooking it or swallowing it whole destroys the allicin. If the taste is too strong, have a spoonful of honey or a piece of dark chocolate afterwards. So here's a summary of our final protocol. In the evenings, have some walnuts, pumpkin seeds and soaked almonds. We said not to peel the walnuts, but do peel the almonds. An hour before bed, eat 2 kiwis so they have time to digest. Finally, 30 minutes before bed, chew a clove of raw garlic, and straight after, have some dark chocolate. That'll get rid of the garlic taste and help with its absorption. Here are the key milestones. Within 3 to 5 days, you'll start having more vivid dreams, which is a sign your memory's consolidating. By day 10, you'll find it easier to remember words. By day 45, the regeneration of your hippocampus will start to show up in your daily life. But don't make these 4 mistakes. Don't cook the garlic. Don't skip chewing it, because chewing's a biological trigger. And don't expect a miracle overnight either. What matters is consistency, and don't have alcohol or sugar before bed because they stop new neurons from growing. Now, you might think you're a victim of your age. Nah, you're not a victim of your age. Your brain just needs the right materials at the right time. Definitely check with your doctor before making any big changes. Please, after you've watched this video, come back in 3 days and let me know if you're having clearer dreams or not. Has your memory improved or not? I'm sure I'll be hearing good news from you. Please hit like at the end of the video, because it helps get this video out to more people. Check out these 2 videos as well for more info. Until the next video, take care.